Hi, everybody. It's your favorite girl, Elena, here to play your favorite water witch, Remy.
Hi, guys. My name is Kyle. I play Oswald.
Hi, I'm Britton, and I play Michael.
Hi, I'm Allie. I play River, and I will also be your game goddess. Let's get this show started. All right. Okay. And as she's doing that, she lifts up her hand. The robots haven't stood up or anything. They're just waiting for orders, kind of like glowing blue, and this is just one of them. And she turns around to soldiers 3 and 4 that have kind of been like patrolling, and they go, "Hello, Miss Astoria." And River goes, "Ah!" And she like turns around and she goes, "Hi.
You up for some b-ball?"
What's going on?" And they're like
Miss
looking.
Astoria, it's your turn.
They're like, what? Are you okay? Like they're taken back because this isn't how Astoria acts. Astoria doesn't act like fidgety. She doesn't act like scared of her. And she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. Where's everybody? Where's the proximity of everybody? Is everything looking good? Where's the other 2? I know there were more." And they go, "Oh, well, Kent and Jonathan are out back with your son and his friends." And she's just like, "Okay, all right." Well, River's like, "Okay, all right." And we haven't heard from the other 2 that were in here. We don't exactly. We heard some screaming earlier, and then like the comms shut off.
You just hear their comms, and they're just like, "Someone please, send
No,
help."
if you go to their comms, it literally just sounds like.
Cut to them, and they're just like hiding in a bathroom as Kimmy and Claudia are pounding on the doors, like, play with us, and they're holding each other and screaming and crying. I'm shaking and crying.
It's funny how you think how nice Kimmy and Claudia are being
No, but
right
like
now.
just like me and like my this would be really funny to see kind of brain.
One of them has already definitely lost a limb. That's the nicest way I can put how Kimmy and Claudia actually are compared to what you see them as in your brain.
I know. But I think it would just be funny if, like, just cut to that and it was, like, the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen.
No, they are quite literally eating them alive.
Num-nums.
Num-nums!
Protein, they haven't been getting enough of it.
Just like
Num-nums?
So, yeah. So River, as Astoria, kind of looks at them and goes, "Okay. When are we releasing the robots?" And they look at Astoria and they're like, "That's on your orders, Miss Astoria. They only go by your activation orders." And River looks at the robots and looks at them and goes, "Really?" And they go, "Yeah." She goes, "Okay, I'll get them activated soon then." They're like, "Of course, you're the boss." And then they leave. And River's sort of looking at the robots, and she's doing that contemplative, evil River look of hers and Astoria's body. The body posture between these 2 is crazy because like you could tell like from the prim proper like look of Astoria in River's body to the almost like relaxed slunched over look of River being in Astoria's body, and River's just looking at these 2 robots that she can now control to her own whim. And River's a chaotic force of evil. So do you want to do something else before we go back to the boys?
Yes. Remy's action, because I only did Kimmy and Claudia's. So I have no idea of where River would be.
You have no idea. All you know is Astoria River is still behind you, and you have not dealt with that yet.
So then I'm going to, because I imagine I probably hear the screams of terror and fun coming in the
you hear a bunch of screams and also something that sounds like really good macaroni and cheese.
Some good munching going on.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, because again, this is me. I don't know if this is actually where it is, so people don't at me that I'm metagaming. I would assume that Astoria would probably, because again, like, Remy does not know where the robots are. She doesn't know if they're in the boxes. She doesn't know if they're actually in the school. She would assume that it's in a somewhat open area, and that would be the gym. So she is going to follow the signs to the gym. So she's just going to be like, fuck you, Jeanette, and then just book it down the hallway. And of course, like, her phone is still live. And so she's just like full on sprinting following the signs towards the gym.
Okay. While you're doing that, you can suddenly hear, as you do that, you hear the as the intercom speaker comes on. He goes, "Hi, my name is Zach Myers, and this is my own personal concert. I hope you all enjoy." And just intense rock metal music comes through the intercoms. It is super disorienting if you...
Hello, my name is Zach, and this is Wonderwall.
Do we hear this? She plays Wonderwall 200 years later.
Yes, there are the intercom system goes to the outside too, so yes, you can hear it.
Oh boy.
I say to myself, what a dweeb.
I look at Jonathan and I'm like, why don't you go stab him with the no power stick?
River's looking at the robot, then hears it and just smiles and goes, "Alright, I like him. I'll keep it. That's fine. That's cool. I'll deal with that later when I'm not Astoria."
Oh my god, she just Freaky Friday'd herself.
She did, but Astoria is not her mom. Astoria is not her mom.
No, but I just thought about that, about how in the Freaky Friday with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan, how Lindsay Lohan's boyfriend is more attracted to the mom as Lindsay Lohan than actual Lindsay Lohan.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Jamie Lee Curtis, in my opinion, is better than Lindsay Lohan.
But it's the fact that they swapped personalities and bodies. So it is the fact that the dude that I think they were dating, is more attracted to her mom
she was just into him. They weren't dating yet.
Oh, so like the dude that she likes is more into her mom, who is acting like herself, like as Lindsay Lohan's character, than actual Lindsay Lohan, which is just hysterical to me, because it's just like...
Hi, welcome to Freaky Friday Lore, where we discuss the deep stories of Freaky Friday.
No, because in term, it's just a fucking Stacy's mom scenario.
Okay, so we're going back to the boys now.
We're going back to the real action.
Yeah, you just suddenly hear the intense metal music coming from the internet, it's actually pretty good. Like he's actually a lot better than you thought he was going to be. So that's kind of what's happening right now. You see, as he's doing it though, that there are. It seems like Zach almost understands frequencies from understanding his own electricity powers, and you can see some of the power nulling weapons actually short-circuiting.
I kind of look at that and I'm like, that couldn't have happened a little bit sooner.
Focused.
Okay, so Jonathan is first. So he is still coming after you, Oswald, and he's going to do Hey, let's do a nice and easy. Yeah, he's just going to do a fighting check. It's going to be a quick attempt to punch you down.
Is this parry or dodge?
That would be a dodge for you.
Dodge DC is 21.
Okay. I have some bad news for you. It's a 12.
What is your dodge DC?
Huh?
Oh, it's agility, of course.
But his fighting is a plus 17. He got a 12. So I'm going to need you to give me a toughness check.
That's a 17 plus 10 and a half, 27 and a half.
So, yeah, you got punched. Now you're at like an injury and a half, Oswald.
I got a 27 and a half though on toughness.
You got 27 and a half on toughness?
Yeah.
Then make your thing a full injury.
Okay.
You're not getting out of that without some form of an injury.
No, I know. I'm just like, I got a pretty good roll.
His fighting was still a 12 plus 17. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Thank God I'm not going up against him.
It's fine.
I made him basically for Oswald.
Is this where I have to re-roll a new character?
No, probably not.
Isaac comes in.
I just need Kyle, I've been straining for you to do something, crying, and you still haven't figured it out. So here we are.
No, I haven't figured it out.
You're gonna love it.
I'm not good at puzzles. So
I don't go outside.
grass? What's that?
Alright, so Michael, your turn.
Yeah.
Kent's like 20 feet away from you just in the field after doing that big boy puncho on your shield.
I wonder. Can I use my shield as an offensive ability too?
I don't know, can you?
I'm asking because I want to try something. I want to try to, like, as I'm throwing my punch, throw a shield in front of, like, just a small shield in front of the fist.
I'm all about you guys getting creative with your powers.
Okay, so how about instead of that, you know how like a shield will come up and kind of surround you? What if instead, like in the offensive position, it goes in and circles that person and you just push him up against a wall?
There's also that.
And contain him.
I'm in the open area.
Okay, so you're nowhere near the school.
No, I'm out and about.
The boys are outside, the girls are in.
Yes.
I know, but trying to move, I thought he was like right outside the doors, not like in the open area.
Not Michael, no.
No.
He had to run towards him, so he's probably good like 40 feet off from the school now.
I mean, you could maneuver him. You know what I mean?
I could. Or I could just beat the shit out of him.
You could do that?
Yeah. And I mean, if you got him close to Oswald, he could probably stomp on him or like tombstone pile drive him by jumping off a building and jumping on him.
No, this is my fight.
Okay. Maybe you could do that with your dude, Kyle. You can like climb onto the building real quick and then just tombstone pile drive him.
I'm not doing anything until my powers are back. I don't trust shit.
Are you still tall?
No. I got hit with the power gun, the power stun gun. So
okay,
I got like one more round until my powers come back.
Yeah, we're running up to this dude, and as Michael uses his ability of his shield forms just around his fist, a little farther out. And he's gonna try to smack this guy and push him back even further.
Okay.
Fighting. That's higher than before. That is a 33.
Okay.
I think, right?
I'm rolling his toughness at disadvantage because he's technically already prone. So I'm just gonna roll it twice. Okay. Yeah, that got another injury. He rolled a 10.
And as the punch lands, he's like, I suggest you yield now.
You've gotten stronger. I'm a little bit proud of you.
Oh, you choose your words carefully.
You know that this is just gonna get worse, right? Like, even if you get rid of me and John over there.
I'm doing okay.
There's two giant cyborgs in there waiting.
And how do I...
Oswald starts metagaming. No, there aren't.
And how would you suggest that I stop them after I stop you?
You then hear over the comms, River is Astoria and Astoria is River.
Just no, like you're just hearing metal music going really, really intense. And if Remy does want to do that, that'd actually be really funny because you just hear the and just like Remy is Astoria and Astoria is River. Remy is Astoria. However, then that would alert all of the guards that are in there.
No, I was gonna say through our comms.
Oh,
they don't have
your comms.
Yeah, they don't have access to our comms.
That's true. You want to do that? That's funny as fuck. Actually, you want to do that?
Yeah, I imagine he's like, and how do you expect us to, like, whatever cool thing Britt just said. Say it again.
Which one? I have like a 2-minute window of shit that I've said.
The one thing that you just said about, like, well, how do you expect us to fix that? About the robots.
Oh, how am I gonna stop them at... Hold on, what the fuck did I say?
How am I gonna stop them after I stop you or something like that?
Yeah. Something like
and
that.
Then you hear through the comms,
I can only imagine the gif of where the guy's just like blinking, where he's just like, all right.
That's pretty much his face right now after that. Like, what?
Michael's just like, well, I found the solution to that problem.
No, I think Michael would just be confused about that sentence. Michael's track record is, I don't know what you just said, but I'm gonna go along with it. Keep fighting herself!
It's literally the gift that I posted. It's the guy that goes, huh? With the blinking eyes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But he's trying to, like, remain focused, like, what?
As you say what, the comm is still in technically River's ear and River Astoria, and she goes, "Oh."
No, I sent it to just Michael. Because you can do that with comms.
I'm gonna say you can't do that with these comms.
Damn it!
They're all connected to the one team.
God damn it, Data!
You hear Data over the comms like, I'm trying to sleep.
Data's just like, I did my job. Do yours.
Take me out of the group chat.
You hear
Data,
like, Data has left the group chat.
I was gonna say you hear the boo-boo. Data has left the group chat.
I'm trying to play basketball with my friends.
I'm mid-fight with Jonathan, and I'm like, I like go into the comms and I add Data back to the chat.
All right, so yeah, then you hear you can tell by the tone of the voice that this is not River, Michael, and you just hear, "Oh, is this your little talking network? How cute." How is it that this little idiot speaks again? Wow, that's crazy. Stupid.
You're trying to get me to rage, and I love it.
Hey, BB, love you.
I almost yelled, "Shut the fuck up, you cum dumpster," but that would be too harsh.
Shut the fuck up, you cum dumpster. River in Astoria's body. It's not a cum dumpster. that's not a cum dumpster. I'm upset.
Like legit, I'm trying so hard not to yell that.
I'm gonna roll for. Are you leaning on Kent right now, Michael?
If he's down on the ground, like I imagine Michael having his collar gripped and his fist in the air, ready to pound down on him again.
All right. Well, he's going to just roll like an acrobatics to try and like get you off of him real fast. Just to see how it goes. It may not work at all. It was a 28 and just tell me your dodge.
My dodge, like the DC itself?
Actually give me your strength. It would be a strength because you're putting all your strength into putting him on. I'm sorry.
Okay, you want me to roll a strength? Or just tell you what?
Roll me a strength. I am convinced that your strength will beat that for some reason.
Oh, what is that? That's even higher. That is 30. Wait, hold. Okay, so last time was a 32.
Last time on Disrupt Evolution.
That was 32. This is a 33.
33? Awesome. Yeah, you're just on him. Like, he struggles a little bit. He lifts you up, like, a little bit, but it's nothing, like, bad.
I've rolled a 16, a 17, and now an 18.
I love that for you. All right, Oswald, what you want to do? This is your last round without no powers.
Yeah, I got no powers. Is it fair to say that I've done a decent amount? Is it? I pull out my trusty basketball. And I challenge him to a free throw shot.
From your snack pocket?
Yep.
It's a chocolate basketball.
Hey, a basketball's a basketball. Is it fair to say that I've done a decent amount of training to not have to roll with disadvantage with my hammer?
Give me an agility check.
Got a +8 to that. What dice do I use? Let's use the dice track dice. That gave me a 17 last time. Hey, that gave me an 18 that time, +8.
For the first
That's
time.
That's a big number.
For the first time since you've gotten your nubbin, you finally hit somebody with your goddamn hammer.
Dope. I'm gonna roll hammer damage.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
So
I'm sorry. What?
That was Kent.
No.
I'm sorry. That was
So for those of you at home,
I'm doing it.
Hold on. For those of you at home, I have a.
Still not
so
great.
I have a +25 to my fighting because fuck the rules. On top of that, I get a +10 because I have a advantage called close attack, which gives me a +1 bonus to attack checks per rank in this advantage, and I have 10 ranks of that. So I get a +35 to this roll. I rolled an 18, which is a 53 total, and Jonathan only rolled a 13 toughness.
So
he has straight up 2 injuries now. I'm not
did
going to fight
Did
that.
he have any injuries before?
Absolutely not.
Okay, I was about to say it wouldn't be
My
worth
boy
another
was
2
just
or 3.
going.
So what I imagine this scenario is, and correct me if I'm wrong, you just walk up to this motherfucker and then just Will Smith slap the fuck out of this dude with a hammer.
No, like, I mean, he's got me grappled, right? Like, he had me, he had me grappled.
No, after he, kind of did the power stun on you, you immediately, were able to just not, he wasn't on you anymore.
I was coming back. Yeah. So I was like facing him. I think the way I want this to look, like aesthetically, in terms of how I hit him, is like I'm like readying my hammer. I'm doing a little like jump around thing, like I'm getting ready to hit him, and then I don't bring it down on him. I actually bring it up and hit him in the bottom jaw.
Oh yeah.
So straight up, just uppercut with a hammer. That's fucking dope. Boy, my character's overpowered.
Okay, so we're going back to Remy now. Remy, you are currently being stalked by River Astoria. Astoria River. Sorry, this is going to get real confusing. Astoria River, as you are going to the gym.
You could just say Rivstoria.
Riva.
Riva. She went gangster.
Astor.
That's worse.
So, want to know what I'm going to do?
What?
There's water fountains in these hallways, right?
Damn straight.
I'm going to pull the water out from there and make the floor all wet and slippery.
Okay.
So when she runs after me, from behind me, it's going to be easier for me to run because I'll be running on dry surface and she'll be running on wet surface, which means that she'll have a harder time running.
Supposedly.
Okay. Sweet. Alrighty. I'm going to be doing... I have so many character sheets. I am going to be doing a fortitude save on that. Alright, so yeah, River kind of just immediately falls on her ass. But as she falls on her ass, because she still doesn't understand the amount of power in this tiny body, when she falls down, little sparks of like purple come out of her fingers, and you've seen that before. You know that was almost triggering the bio override power that River has.
So then, oh, go on ahead.
You know, she was just like, what was that? There's so much going on in this small form. Annoying.
So then,
Remy.
I can't do two actions in one turn, can I?
Tell me what you want to do and I'll give you a yes or no.
I want to then take, because I upped my water control, so I clearly can do more than the 850 gallons.
Mm-hmm. And keep in mind, you guys are in an initiative right now, so you can do...
So what I want to do is I want to do the wall of water.
Okay.
So I want to be able to create a barrier so that she can't, unless she wants to like go through it, but it's a cascading barrier of water that forms to your command, blocking incoming attacks or movement. So I'm essentially trying to make her try to find another way to get to me. You know what I mean?
Okay, so this is how this scene's going to play out, because I just had to roll something for River.
Mm-hmm.
River has her hands on both of the robots, and she goes, turn on. And they both go, hello, Astoria. She goes, all right, cool. Destroy yourselves. And then they go,
emergency turn off activated. Once this is implemented, we can no longer be used. Do you approve this action, Madam Astoria?
She goes, yes. And they go,
action proceeded.
And they kind of both turn off, but right as she does that, she gets like this stinging pain in her head, and she goes, oh no. Oh god. And right as you're doing the giant water wall, Remy, River, then you could immediately tell something just happened with what you just saw. And River just goes, "Oh my god! Remy, why am I on the floor? Remy, why am I wet?"
And I yell at her, "You're not wet, Astoria's wet!" And I keep running.
Remy, I keep
keep up! And I'm like running, and I assume the direction of the gym, like, because that's where I would assume the robots are.
Okay, River.
Unless I'm told otherwise.
River will literally be like, "I turned off the robots. I turned off the robots. I turned off the robots. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine."
Yes, but we still need to get Astoria on camera.
That's fair. That's fair. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
And
Is this over the comms too?
No,
yes,
this is...
you can hear everything.
Yeah, I guess so. And so then I'm courteous and kind enough to then take the water off of her to make her not wet.
Thank you so much. That was weird. I don't know if I like that power. I'm going to have to live with that, aren't I?
And I yell at her, and I'm just like, "You Freaky Friday herself, now let's get going."
Okay, where are Kimmy and Claudia?
I'm like, "I don't know, they're having fun with two older gentlemen."
Those guys are dead.
Cut over to them, like, picking their teeth via chicken bones, or what? With, like, the finger
Are you
bones.
sure they're chicken bones, though?
Yeah, like finger bones. That's what I was looking for. Picking their teeth with finger bones. Like, think we should go check in on them? Nah.
So, I'm gonna add this here just because I need him to just make a scene. While you guys are running down, I mean me and Remy and while we're running down the hall, we then hear this light clapping. And it's coming from a classroom that we just passed. And River kind of like stops for a second and turns around, only to find the last abusive ex-boyfriend that she ever has to see again.
When you said I got Zeke's one all done, and I was like, "Oh crap."
Zeke comes out smiling, looking as crazed as he did before, if not more. And he goes, "Hi, River." She goes, "Oh, God. All right. Remy, you go to Astoria. I'm going to deal with this. And you can go deal with Astoria, Remy."
Oh, fun.
Because the DM is going to be playing dice with herself and will tell you guys the outcome toward the end.
Why are you playing with your own dice on recording? That's like...
Because I'm horny.
Taboo. That's taboo. You know, we can sue you because a lot of people have decided to do that now recently over Zoom calls. So we can sue you for harassment.
Awesome. I know exactly what happened there. Cool. All right, go to Astoria.
She Freaky Friday'd herself with Zeke.
No.
We'll find out.
All right. Go to... We're going to go back to the boys, and then we will do the Astoria thing.
Hey, okay. Kyle, you get your powers back.
Yep, Kyle.
I would love to see you climb on top of this building like King Kong or Godzilla, and then just pile drive this dude into the ground.
So, song change via Zach. He is now just doing Sweet Home Alabama for whatever reason on an electric guitar.
That would just be funny if he did Crazy Train.
Yeah, but like the drop for Crazy Train hits like after the intro, as soon as I hit the hammer.
Okay, so it's Jonathan's turn because he has firsties. He looks at you, Oswald, and he goes to pull his trigger again, only to notice that his gun has indeed short-circuited due to the frequency at which Zach is playing. Everybody say thank you to Zach.
Thank you,
Over the
Zach.
comms. Over the comms, I say thank you, and then I ask him to play Wonderwall again.
He immediately switches from Sweet Home Alabama to Wonderwall.
Dope.
Then you hear over the comms, play Sweet Caroline next.
And I said maybe.
Sweet Caroline.
Okay, so
that we're beating up bad guys to Wonderwall.
so that just seems correct.
It does.
He drops the gun, frustrated, and he looks at you and he goes, "Come on. Seriously? This is stupid. You know it's stupid."
You mean the fact that I rolled a 53? That's pretty dumb.
Jesus Christ.
It's like,
How's your bottom jaw?
he like moves it a little bit because it's definitely not okay looking. He's more just like over whatever is happening right now, and he's just like, just stop. I'm telling you now, Astoria is going to win. She has the biggest company all over the SCSC. You really think that this is a good idea right now?
Technically,
How much time has passed? Like,
yeah, I was
since
about to
we got
say,
here?
technically now it should have
It's
dropped.
been around 20 or 30 minutes. Yeah, it's funny that you
shoulda
say that.
dropped.
You think anything is being looked at social media wise during this battle?
Okay,
other than-
so then I know what I need to do on my next turn.
No, but
While
you're
I'm
not
running.
like nobody that's in this battle right now is actively looking at their phone. Nobody knows what just
I
dropped.
know what
Nobody knows what just
I'm
happened.
gonna do
No,
on my
I
next
know,
turn.
but I'm
Will
just
it
saying,
start
like,
running?
I'm just saying, like, you know, enough time has passed for that to, like, get released, and
Or-
Oswald
Oh,
would
yeah.
know that.
Or Data
Yep.
could say something to us.
Actually, as soon as it gets released, you're on top of Kent, right? Right, Michael?
Yes.
You and Frank was with you. Frank's been with you the entire time.
Yep.
You suddenly hear a ba-da-da-do, 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 and it's him ringing again, like he did a few hours ago.
Not now, Frank. Decline it.
It's not the time, Frank!
It gives him anxiety when you don't answer.
I'm like, Michael, he sounds a little frantic. You might want to figure out what's going on.
Daddy's handling something right now.
Oh my god, the fact that you called yourself Daddy.
And he's going,
Then Frank's voice gets super deep. Fucking answer it!
What are you doing, Michael? Answer the phone.
He's just crying. He's just like, he gets louder. He's like a child at Walmart who's not getting what he wants. Just gets
Even
louder.
Jonathan is like, bro, just answer the fucking phone. Like,
We can wait, bruh.
He's just like, can
I
you
bet you
shut your
even Kent's
child?
and they're like, dude, my eardrums. Answer the fucking phone.
Here, fine. Okay, I'm gonna try and do this. I probably won't. So I have Kent underneath me. I'm
You
gonna
do.
reach for his ankle and just try to snap it.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Beautiful. Well, I mean, I pumped it.
While you're doing this, just keep in mind Frank in the background going,
It's perfect. The Wonderwall is playing.
You got
Frank
one
is losing his mind.
You got one person literally breaking ankles and another one breaking them on the court.
Astoria fakes out some of her henchmen and lands a 3-pointer.
apple doesn't fall too far from the tree, I see.
Give me a strength check, Michael.
Strength check. Alrighty, let's see here.
I swear, my humor is on point today, guys.
Hey, Ale, guess what?
What?
That's
Did you
the
get a
nat
1?
20.
I was
Oh
about
my
to say,
God.
get a 1.
No.
His ankle snaps clean off. You have taken away his Achilles heel, literally.
He went from 2 injuries to 4 instantly. He got a 7 on his toughness.
Does he pass out from the pain though? Because breaking a bone is extremely painful.
It
No,
sucks.
he's definitely down. Like
Okay.
he's knocked
I'm
out.
gonna look down at him. I'm gonna be like, now stay there. I'm gonna go to Frank and answer the fucking phone.
Now stay there. He's passed out, drooling from the mouth. Good.
Okay, so Frank is screaming.
All right, Frank, I'm here. What's?
Frank continues screaming regardless.
I'm gonna poke him and pop open the phone and see who the fuck
Lillian.
is calling. Lily.
It's Lillian.
God damn it! You have okay. I'm gonna answer it, and I'm gonna say as soon as I answer it, you have best be giving me fucking answers.
What did you do?
I need you to come pick up me and my friends at the mall.
The mall is closed and the officer's telling us to leave.
I don't want to call Mom because I know she'll be upset with me.
Mom thinks I'm asleep right now, but I went to the movies.
Be that cool aunt. Do it, please. Don't tell my mom.
I want everyone to know this would have been a 3-hour recording, but this shit keeps happening.
Please.
Fucking 4 hours later.
I promised to do your chores for 3 days.
What do you mean?
What did you do?
I mean, I just broke Kent's ankle. What?
And I broke his jaw. Well, the other guy, Jonathan.
Why are the National SCSC raiding Astoria's cyber technology facilities right now?
Fuck yeah!
I knew that would be a good plan.
That wasn't me.
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it. I don't care if you tell Mom. I didn't do it.
Mom will believe me, not you. I'm her favorite.
You remember who broke the lamp in the living room? Was it me? No, was it? You think you can't believe me?
I did it, but she thinks it was you.
Michael, what did you do?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Michael?
Angelica!
Michael?
Or whatever her name was, Cynthia, Lillian.
It was Lillian.
I was thinking of Cynthia from Rugrats. Angelica and Cynthia.
Yeah. Michael.
Lillian.
They're going through everything. I know you did something. I can't fucking find anything. Our internet's been shut down. I don't know what's going on.
Now
Tell me what you did.
That
Mom,
sounds
change
like
the Wi-Fi password.
I'm going to delete the podcast. because you are like off. You're like, I need you.
Keep
I love
lining
you.
this shit up.
I love you. You need to kindly shut the fuck up.
Okay, I'm just gonna mute myself and I'll just say all the cool things to myself.
I'm just making a tweet, don't mind me.
I don't know why you're asking me. Feels like that might be a personal problem for you.
I know you did something. Just tell me.
Now, why would I tell you?
because I was there to clean your scar. Now tell me what's going on.
I think you know what's going on here. You already know. The downfall of Astoria Cyber Technologies is what's going on.
Fuck! And she just... You just hear its immediate end call. And as that happens, Jonathan, sort of wavering with his broken jaw, I'm gonna say you guys are pretty much out of initiative now. Kent basically passed out. How are you feeling right now, Michael?
Michael's in a whirlwind of emotions, but he needs to go find Astoria. He needs to go find, well, quote unquote, his mother. Like, as long as everything around him is good to go, and there's nothing there for him to really deal with anymore around him, he's gonna go try to find her.
Okay. So you're going to leave everybody outside and just go in?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll follow.
Okay. Well, you
If
guys
Jonathan gave up, then
Jonathan is kind of woozy and is kind of seeing like 5 of you right now after that uppercut 53 punch to the to the chin.
not me getting absolutely like fucked, and then one roll just changed the tide of the fight. Love that.
Yep.
I like just before I follow, because like I'm assuming Michael's already like in the building halfway to Astoria. But before I like go, I'm gonna like take Jonathan's arm and put it around my shoulders and just kind of like lead him to the side of the building and sit him down and whatnot, and just be like, we didn't have to do this. You didn't have to get hurt like that. Just keep that in mind for the future. And then I walk away.
Okay. As you two go in there, you do spot the other soldiers kind of headed your way. What would you guys like to do? You have an option here.
I want to try something, because what did you say about like I just have to demand something or something like that? So I like step in front of Michael, and I look down, like I stare down these soldiers, like eyes wide.
And by the way, it can be with... this is just me, just doing a suggestion. It doesn't have to be a demand with people.
What do you mean?
Fuck around, figure it out.
I got clarification. Okay.
Whatever. I like, stare them down, like, my eyes are like lasers focused on them. And I say, knock yourselves out, with like a very demanding tone.
So they look at you confused. And Oswald, when you say knock yourselves out, they don't look like they're going to actually knock themselves out. They actually look a little bit angry that you suggested that. And then, weirdly enough, these 2 really large ceiling tiles fall right on top of their heads and knock them out. Oswald, you have luck powers.
I have luck powers?
You have luck, baby.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Those are the best powers in the whole fucking book.
Yeah, Oswald has luck powers. What that was one of your powers called catastrophe. Basically, if you want to, at any moment, you can, and you want to basically will something to do whatever you want, you will make a will save for me. And I will let you know if it indeed does happen or not.
It's like the chicken X-Men whose powers is luck and literally nothing can stop her.
Really quick, I look back at the wooden boxes and I try to will them to catch on fire.
That does not happen.
Does that happen? Okay.
I'm gonna look over to Oz.
It can't be like a Final Destination thing where like a dude flicks out a cigarette and then that cigarette then catches fire onto like a thing of gas that like led up to like the things and then poof.
Yeah, one of the soldiers was like outside by the boxes smoking, saw her fight and decided not to get involved.
Flicks out his cigarette and it's a slow burn and then poof.
Look over and be like, I guess that's kind of neat.
Yeah, we're going to explore that later. For now, onward. As we walk by, what do these guys have like normal guns on them?
Yeah.
I grab one.
Okay.
Because why not?
I just put that power in your thing.
Doperoni and cheese.
To be fair, Allie, I thought you said to tell Kyle to go jump off the building. Like I was thinking like, ooh, he
no,
can
like
I read
no,
it like that
like,
and then I saw you and then I like reread it again and I was like, oh shit, I read this wrong.
that was not the assignment.
No, I tried though. I kept saying like maybe you should just like, I don't know, jump off the building.
No, it was if what I wanted Oswald to do was to say something sarcastic like Oswald does, like, I don't know, man, why don't you just go jump off a building or something? And something like that would have fucking happened.
I tried so hard. I thought like you were asking me to tell him that he needed to jump off of a building or do something.
Fucking not.
And I was like, fuck. Now that I realize it.
All right, yeah, so they're now knocked out because you simply willed it into existence.
Cool. Like I said, though, I take one of their guns as I go by. And actually, I take the other one and I give it... Well, you have a shotgun, right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
And I think he also said he brought a handgun.
Yep.
And while you guys are walking to what you assume is the gym, if you're listening to Remy, you come back to what looks like dead Zeke on the floor with a river over him.
Yeah.
Just suffocating him and having the seizure at the same time activated. Eyes bright purple, evil smile on her face. And she feels your presence around and she sort of just lets go of Zeke and just sort of smiles. And in a weird way, she's looking at you guys and was like, we rolled off for 3 rounds and then he rolled a 1.
I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna be like, villain arc much?
I'm just tired of everybody that wronged me, and I kind of missed out on killing Sasha. He was thrown into a neon sign. So this was my therapy in a way.
Wait, did Oswald turn him into the sign?
Villain arc much?
Hey. It's fine. Okay.
You ain't gonna hear anything from me.
Didn't Oswald pick him up and just throw him? Is that what it was?
Yeah, but him and Gina landed in neon signs, I think.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he punted both of them at the same time. That's what it was. Yep. Yeah.
My punt. I have big foot.
Big boy footo.
Big boy punto.
Big boy punto. I like it.
Okay. So you all go into the gym where Astoria has her hands on both the robots trying to get them on and is very confused on why it's not working.
Oh, so they got there the same time I did?
Yeah, we all caught up with one another. Actually, River, Michael, and Oswald are headed there. You can go in there by yourself right now.
Yeah, because I was about to say, because you told me to go ahead.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I was like, oh, so I probably just waited outside.
No, you can go in.
Okay, so she is doing that thing where she's like, why isn't it working?
No, she's just like, come on, you stupid pieces of shit, turn on.
I go in, and I'm just like, doesn't it suck when things don't go the way you want it to?
You were always such a little brat. You know that? If I would have known... I
own that up to being an only child.
If I would have known that... If I would have known that Augustus was hiding your powers, you would have been in the same place your little purple glowy friend was.
But you didn't. Now, did you? Because you weren't smart enough to figure it out all by yourself.
Oh, I figured it out, but after the paperwork's turned in, you see, you get a lot of wiggle room for being a privileged little girl.
I don't know, and it still took you, like, this many years to do something about it. So what does that say about you?
Oh, this isn't me doing something about it. This is me ending it.
And I go, ending what exactly? Like, trying to goad her into, like, saying exactly what we want her to say on camera live. Yeah.
I've gotten your friend's DNA. She was in that asylum. She was there. You don't think I didn't get samples upon samples of her healing gene? Of course I did. My weapons are getting stronger. They're getting better. When my weapons get better, that means the sterilizing serum's getting better, which means mutants will no longer be a problem. There's going to be a vaccine that's going to come out and just get rid of all of the quirky little powers that you and your friends have. There'll be nothing you can do about it.
And then knowing exactly what exactly I want to say next, because I know that this is going to damn her to hell when I say this, and I'm going to look at her and say, now remind me again, was this voluntary, or did you just kidnap her?
She knows what you're doing.
Damn it. Fuck.
Sorry, she rolled in that 20.
God damn it.
She's smiling at you. And she goes, what exactly are you trying to get me to say, Remy?
I don't know. And then she, like, looks at her watch, and she's like, right about now, I'd assume that, what's the name of the government body? Like, their version of the FBI?
It's the, sorry. We've been recording for a while.
We just said it.
I know, we just said it. It's
the Sanctum Conglomerate Sanitized Cities National Police Force.
So that in an acronym would be what?
Just say National Police Force, honestly.
Yeah, just say National Police Force.
I would say, and then she's looking at her watch and say, I would say right about now, the National Police Force is going through your documents. Because for some reason, I don't know who, but some citizen uploaded things that didn't seem like there were a lot of legal activities going on at Astoria Cyber Technologies. One of those things would be, and then she scratches her head and looks at her dead in the face. For instance, kidnapping and experimenting on children. And then just has like a nice little smirk on her face.
At that point, Kimmy and Claudia just round the corner.
Kimmy and Claudia are still like they're just chilling,
still dining upon the bone marrow.
The men are gone, but they're
taking a nap.
Yeah, they're waiting for mommy to say that playtime's over. It's time to go home. So she's just looking at you and going, so what if I did? Were you gonna paint me to be the villain? Am I really the villain here? I'm not the one going around just killing people, am I, Remy? You have a little bit of an anger streak, don't you?
I mean, for me at least, I'm not personally... What was it that she did to Hood? She took out his eyeball, didn't she? And replaced it with a cybertech one. Be like, I don't know. I mean, at least I'm not going around and putting implants in people who don't want them. And I'm not the one who's going around and forcing people who are their children to undergo experiments. Because I don't think she knew that we knew.
Sometimes you have to do ugly things to make the world go round. And sure, what I was doing might be considered ugly, but it was for the greater good.
Greater good? I'm the greatest.
I'm the greatest good you'll ever have.
I'm the greatest good you're ever gonna have.
All right.
At
At that point, River and
I would imagine
Michael and Oswald can all walk in. And Astoria looks at everybody walking in. She goes, "Oh, great. The entire party is here. Michael, honey, why did you choose this over what you had? Are you kidding me?"
What I had?
I turn and face Michael so that the camera can see him.
I didn't have anything.
Of course you did. You just decided that you were going to play down in the lower district. What? Play little poor boy? You were never poor, Michael. Never. I plucked you from the lower district so you could live a happy and healthy life. Sure, I took some of your DNA every so often, but you knew why. There was a price for everything. You were fed. What?
This would be the time after she's done. I imagine she's going through like this whole
I am the same person. I am both River and Astoria.
I know, but imagine like this monologue's going like la 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 at the same time. Cool stuff overlays. River, now would be the time to do your annoying thing.
River's just like, I'm gonna let her finish the rest of Michael's backstory.
Yeah. But I kept trying to like get it in between a break there, so that it would seem like she's still talking, and I try to talk to you.
You really think that Allie's going to put in the time and effort to make an overlay on this? You're really pushing her.
No, but I'm just saying for posterity.
For posterity, yes, great. It's not going... she's going to go back to doing Michael's backstory now, and then we'll get to it. Michael, you had food on the table. You had an education. You had friends. You had everything, and then you decided, no, I don't want to be taken care of anymore. I want to go down to the lower district. So I figured since you...
by saying, yeah, because you're a bitch.
I figured since he liked this there so much that he could keep an eye on something for me. And so she then points at River to take care of and watch over River. And River looks at you, Michael, and goes, "You're watching me?"
If ever I saw you, but it wasn't that often.
All right, that's fair. That's fair.
I give him a look and then do the watching you eyes.
I'm gonna be honest. There were probably way too many times you could have scooped me if you really wanted to.
All the while this conversation is going back and forth, the camera's just moving to whoever's talking, so I don't have to.
I feel like it's like the belly dance. You're like Shakira. Shakira.
Woo!
So as all of this starts happening and she starts talking, and more things start spewing out of her mouth, and the more irritated at your presence that she gets, and this is for all of you, the numbers of this live stream keep going up and up and up. And outside of this conversation that's happening right now, there's a newscaster that's going, apparently, Jeanette Astoria is in Anchorage right now. We have located her car via our GPS services, and it looks like she is over at somewhere called Terrarium High School in the northwest side of Anchorage. We will keep this live stream going to when she is brought out.
I can't wait until she's done, because I also have a really perfect thing to say, like when she's done spewing out all this shit and she doesn't realize that she's on live TV.
Mm-hmm. She just like is she's looking at you now, Remy, and she goes, "Are you done? Is this you just wanted me to talk a little bit? This is what you wanted, right?"
You know you love to talk anyways.
I lean over to River and I'm like, "Do your annoying thing now, real quick."
I'm sorry, I'm rolling with disadvantage.
You're trying to figure out how to annoy yourself.
Well, to be fair, I then rolled a 2 and a 4, so River's just like Astoria smells. I don't. I'm sorry, I'm overwhelmed.
I'm sorry. That would also annoy me too if like that was the best comeback that they could come up with, and I'd be like, "Are you shitting me?"
That's the
Astoria's
best you
at
got.
River. River's like, "I'm overwhelmed. I'm overstimulated."
And I lean over to.
I need a nap.
I lean over to Michael and I'm like, "Maybe you have a hidden annoying talent."
At this point, Oswald chimes in with like, "Someone really ought to knock you out, because like you never say anything that's worth listening to."
Give me a will.
Please tell me that was that mockery thing.
Give me a will.
Will save?
Yeah, we're just calling it a will save, even though it's not like a save. It's really just you willing them to do things, and I think that's the best way. Or we could do it as persuasion, but
I think awareness would make sense. Well, what does it say? What's the keyword?
Do persuasion. Do a persuasion for me.
Like you're willing something to happen.
Yeah.
It says perception.
I would imagine it like you're
Perception range damage is what it says in the thing.
Right, then do a perception.
That's good, because I get a plus 17 to that.
I imagine that it's like the Obi-Wan Kenobi mind trick. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
I got
using the Force.
I get knocked out.
I imagine just like nothing happens.
A ceiling tile falls on my head and knocks me out.
Nothing happens. I'm just gonna say nothing happens, although that'd be really fun. No, how about a ceiling tile falls, but for some reason it's just like right next to your foot, but doesn't fall. It doesn't like fall on you at all. Or it just knocks a random
guard out for no reason.
All the guards are knocked out.
A ceiling tile falls on a knocked out guard.
The ceiling tile falls on the now catatonic robot.
So then, as I sit here and I'm just like, well, and then I go, there's one other thing that I have into my pocket. And I'm sitting, but I don't want to use it just yet. And I'm just
after the ceiling tile falls, I just kind of look at the pieces of the tile and then back to Astoria, like, that was, never mind, that didn't work out how I wanted it to.
You right there.
I'm still, yeah, fuck you, robot.
Fuck that robot in particular.
That was the target. Anyway, I'm sure Remy told you, but we got like tons of videos out there of you doing some nasty shit. So not only is your company gonna tank because nobody wants to deal with a fucking torturer, but also like everybody knows the truth about you now. You're not gonna sell your shit to anybody who like actually cares. You're on your own. You got no one in your corner anymore except for maybe Peter, but like He's a piece of shit, and he'll probably turn on you.
Oh, fuck Peter.
Is
no.
Wait, is Peter watching the live stream?
Probably.
Did you make it so like Peter like pops up and he's like, I am not a piece of shit. And then
100%. Peter is 100% watching the live stream. He is sitting at his desk watching it on his phone going, nice.
he's sitting there, and after I call him a piece of shit, he's like, I am not a piece of shit.
He's like, at least I beat her in one-on-one basketball.
I have better hops than she does.
So then after, I want to see how she reacts, and then I want to do the thing that I was going to do.
But yeah, I say nobody cares about you. Nobody's in your corner. Everybody knows the truth about you. You're just not relevant anymore. Nobody cares. Give up.
Not relevant.
Yeah.
At one of the biggest corporations. You honestly
Not
think
anymore. You don't got ratings anymore. You don't got customers. You got nothing. You're useless. This is me trying to demoralize her as much as I possibly can.
She's just like, I don't think you, because she doesn't know that she's over, by the way. She's unaware.
How
about this? Before you do your thing, I take out my phone and I scroll through social media, seeing all of like.
I was gonna be like, and guess what? And I pull out my phone and be like, say hi to everybody on camera. We've been live this whole time. That's what I was gonna do.
You can do that after, like, while I'm showing her everything that's happened. Like, I pull out my phone, I scroll through social media, I show her like I show her all of the retweeted posts or the reshared posts and everything of like all of the truth, the documents, the videos. Like, I'm standing right next to her, I'm showing her this, and I'm like, no, you're over. You've been over for, I look at my watch if I was wearing one, or I look at my phone and I'm like, you've been over for like 20 minutes now. And now the government's gonna come after you because you've been doing illegal shit. That's now out of the open.
As you say that, Oswald, you hear what sounds like a very intense team of people coming through. And they go, get back, get back! And they immediately go, Jeanette, Eunice, Astoria.
Ew, your middle name is Eunice?
Eunice.
Ugh.
I look at Astoria and I'm like, your parents hated you.
You are under arrest for a lot of shit. For a lot of shit.
Actually says.
It'd be business racketeering is the main thing.
Yeah.
Business racketeering. Also torture and crimes against humanity.
And while that's going on, and I'm
child
just
endangerment.
child endangerment. While that's going on, and she's like being arrested, and she's like, no, it can't be. And I'm just like, smile for the camera, Jeanette. And I'm just like, and I look to see how many people are watching.
You have pretty much the entire population of the SCSC watching.
And I'm just like, you got the whole world watching. Smile.
She kind of is just looking at the floor, has like the crazed smile on her face, but also is just realizing, fuck. Like, I don't know what to do here. And as everything starts pulling out and
Before
everything
they walk
starts
her
going,
away, I want to like go up to her while she's handcuffed and just like the others can.
You have to do it quickly because they're going to be like, we need to take her. You've had enough.
I look at the cops and I'm like, hey, just give me like 2 seconds, and I like motion for the others to come over and like hear what I'm about to say to her too, and they can chime in if they want. But I say, have fun in jail. You're useless now. Keep that in mind, and you don't deserve any good things coming to you. And then I look at the others and I'm like, any final words for this fucking horrible middle name having piece of shit?
River doesn't say anything. She just sort of walks away. She's done with this. She's over it. She's happy it's over.
I look at Remy and Michael.
Okay, so, well then I just lean in and I just say, just for her to hear, and I go, that's for my mom. And I turn off the live chat or the live stream.
Okay. Michael?
He's gonna turn. He's just gonna say, "About Mom." He's gonna look real somber about it. Like he doesn't want it to happen, but he knew that it had to.
While looking in your eyes, Michael, she goes, "You were always useless."
Oh,
And it's taken away.
No, you're the useless one.
can I water punch her for saying that?
No, because
Damn.
she is being taken away, and we are done with this.
Can I
Damn.
have something fall on her? Maybe.
Maybe.
No,
Compel-
because we are done
I
with
hope
this.
you you really need the
the
trip on your way out of
police.
here or something. You just
Compel
need to fall on your way out. Just embarrass yourself.
Yeah, compel the police or her to like trip her.
Nah, I'm just gonna say you need the trip and fall on something. Embarrass yourself, please. Should I roll for it or no?
As the days, I'm over this. We're done.
But like, we want to shit on Astoria,
And you have, and she's done.
but we're not.
Is this a thing that
Continue.
I guessed? Is this a
It's
thing that
been
I
4
guessed
hours
that's
and
about to
15
happen?
minutes. It's been 4 hours and 15 minutes. Continue.
Is this a thing
Thank
that's
you.
about to happen that I kind of almost guessed?
You weren't exactly close. I'm just
But is
letting
this
you know
what's
that.
about to happen right now?
Yeah, that's what I've been trying to
Yes.
fucking do. So a few days pass, and the news is everywhere. The news has gone out. Astoria stuff, though it was Astoria, people from the company are kind of explaining the situation. And though it was run by Astoria, Astoria wasn't the sole provider of the company. There were other people obviously involved that weren't directly evil. There's a press conference that is happening that everybody's back in the Airbnb in Anchorage, chilling out for the first time in forever. It almost feels like no eyes are on you anymore. It kind of feels almost free a little bit despite thinking about the Peter mess. That's something you guys really don't want to think about.
Can I say that Oswald's at his aunt's house while they're at the Airbnb?
Sure, but the TV's on there too.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I just want to be, like, at his aunt's house because that's where he would feel the most, like, relaxed and safe.
Okay. So, Remy, you would know this person that came up. It was Jeanette Astoria's lawyer, and he's actually a defense lawyer and like a lawyer for like a lot of scientists and like higher up people in Eden. And he comes on and he goes, due to the permanent detention of Jeanette Eunice Astoria, the company of Astoria Cybernetic Technologies will be passed down to who she seemed next to keep in this corporation. Most of you know Astoria's good friends from her college years, Harper Rivera, now Hadley, and Renee Barbeau, now Lancaster, are deceased now. However, their spouses, Augustus Quincy Lancaster and Ezra Randall Hadley, are alive and well. Due to Mr. Hadley being wrongly accused by Jeanette Astoria, he has been released from the confines of the prison that he was put in and sent back to Eden. These two are now the owners and CEOs of all of the Astoria facilities all around the Sanctum conglomerate of the Sanitized Cities, meaning their daughters, Remy Monet Lancaster, and the long-lost daughter of Mr. Hadley, Joy Rivera Hadley, are now the heiresses to the Astoria fortune and the largest conglomerate of all of the Astoria facilities. Thank you so much for your time. And he walks off the podium. Who says that Lancaster and Hadley have to be enemies? And that's where we'll end it. Bye, friends. The next episode of Dice Drop Evolution will be on
October 7th, and we'll be back with Kevin from Game Night Heroes. See you then, guys.
I'm glad you understood immediately what
Of
I was
course. That's one of my favorite memes. What's worse than a rapist? A child. No.
No, it's the whole like a child. No. Oh my god! I need to know exactly what TV show that's from or
I don't
whatever.
know, man, but
It's from a Brandon Rogers skit. I can actually send it to you guys.
Oh my god! I need to watch the whole thing.